Hey everybody, what's up? So today we're going to be seeing if the person that is in your mind is worth your time, worth your patience. It sounds very bad, but sometimes people are just meant to be let go, and other people is worth being patient for. So we're going to see today what your case is. So for pile 1, we have the High Priestess with the number 2. That could be significant to you. Then here we have the Wheel of Fortune with number 10, and we have the Star with number 17, breaks down to an 8. So the timestamps are in the description box, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello everybody, this is for everybody that picked the High Priestess with number 2. It could be that you feel like a little bit in the shadows, a little bit, you feel like maybe there are secrets with this person, that they're not really being fully honest. Before jumping into the tarot, we're going to be picking some oracle cards, and we're going to get a description of your person to see if I'm getting it right and to see if this is your pile. Let's start off with this astrology deck. Okay, what information can we get regarding pile 1's person? Okay, so here we have Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. So your person could be a Sagittarius. Here we have the South Node, destined to release. So it could be that your person's lifetime, it could be that their North Node, that their South Node is in Sagittarius. Let's see. What else can we get regarding pile 1's person? A Garthens, manifesting multidimensional perception and attunement. It could be that your person is highly spiritual, that they're into spiritual stuff, that maybe they're a lot into chakras, something that I'm getting. And here we have number 35, pentagram, harmony, protection, and idealism. This is also it's giving me some Libra vibes. So it could be that this person could also be a Libra. So we have Sagittarius. We have some Libra. I'm getting as well some Aquarius. How can I get these to be right? It also could be some Aquarius. So we have Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. I'm getting that your person could be someone that is like very like super optimistic, a little bit naive. I'm getting this full energy, like maybe they're a little bit too naive. It's like they're children, really. They have a lot of childlike energy. The inner child definitely comes out more than their adult self. They tend to avoid responsibility. It could be that they are emotionally avoidant. They are very, they feel this, they get very uncomfortable when it comes to real life stuff. They get very uncomfortable when, maybe you go up to them and you say, hey, we're having this issue right now. Can we talk about it? When it's time to have serious conversations, it's like they're kind of present then and there, but they tend to perhaps give you answers such as, oh, why can't we just have fun? Why can't we just see where it goes? So it could be that this is not even official. It could be that this is someone that is, you feel like they're leading you on a little bit. I'm getting that they're not really rooted a lot in reality. So with what I'm getting with this card and with this card as well, it's like it's like they live in their own world. They live somewhere like in fairyland or something. They're not grounded. It is something that you really like about them. Like maybe you feel like you're someone that could use a little bit more of this, but they're just too much. They're like in that extreme of being too much in their own world, in a utopia, basically. It's like they barely see what's going on in reality because that's just too uncomfortable for them. So now that we got into the description of your person, if this is not your person, feel free to pick another pile. We're going to hop into the tarot. So let's see. Spirit, when it comes to pile 1's person, can pile 1 give them some patience? Would it be worth it? Would it be worth their time? Or is it better for pile 1 to just let go? Let's see. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, I'm getting the Three of Swords. Okay. Maybe I already see where this is going. Be careful to not overgive. We have the Empress. Okay, and here we have these two cards that just came up by themselves. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, yep, it's coming up. What I'm getting here, it's not really a super straight answer. What I am getting is that time is going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. I feel like you have been overgiving in this connection. You're giving too much patience. You're very nurturing. You are very nurturing. And I feel like in a way, it has enabled them. For how harsh it might sound, I feel like it has enabled them because you're very nurturing. That's the thing. It could be that you have a family with this person. It could be that you're pregnant with this person's child. It could be that you once saw a future with them. You once saw this person being the other parent of your child. Not necessarily it has to be the father of it, but just we have a pregnant woman, so father came up. I'm getting that you're going to have to start balancing how much you give. I feel like this is maybe not really the circumstance for you to get a straight answer. You're just going to have to learn as well how to let go and just see how things unfold. You've been very emotionally involved in this. And I feel like in a way you kind of lost yourself and now you have nothing left to give, but it's like you're used to giving. It could be that you have some childhood trauma when it comes to that you have to perform your worth in order to get loved. And this person, I feel like this person is very innocent, but at the same time they know what they're doing because they're also out for themselves. They're in extreme survival mode. So they know exactly how to get what they want. And I feel like they tend to attract people that are very nurturing because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a parental figure. They're not really looking for a partner. So what I'm getting here, the best thing that you could do right now, you can give them patience. You can still keep them in your life. But I feel like this is more a lesson for you to not lose yourself in order to help someone else heal, because this person is very hurt and you see through their facade. They have all the walls up, they have all the, they have all of that, but you see right through it. You see when their smile is fake. You see when they're joking, when in reality they would like to cry. You see all of that. And they also feel very exposed. So maybe that's why they pull away or they start punishing you in some way. Because they don't want to be seen, because they're afraid. What if I'm going to be seen 100% and pile one is going to walk away? So what I'm getting here is that you really have to start pouring all of that love back into yourself and you're going to get the answer. It could be that as you give your energy back to yourself, it could trigger something in them. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to come back to yourself so the person can heal. Otherwise, it doesn't even count. It doesn't count as going back to yourself. It has to be genuine, right? It could be that it could trigger something in them. But I really am getting that you're going to have to focus a little bit more on you and just allow this to run its course. Because there are a lot of lessons here for the both of you. And until the lessons are not learned, you're not going to be able to let go of this person. So this is not a time to ask yourself, should I let go? Should I stay? It's more about, what is this teaching me? The moment that you're able to see this from a higher perspective, from a higher point of view, the moment that you're able to see this under a spiritual lens, that's when all the answers is going to come to you. And that is when this connection will be able to flow naturally. And then time will tell you if it's like it's going to be natural. It's like if you're going to have to walk away, it's going to happen naturally. If you're going to have to stay, it's going to be like that. But there's going to be no doubts in your mind as to what it is that you're going to have to do. But I feel like there's a lot of lessons here. There's a lot of healing. And right now you're going to have to focus on that. and then time is going to tell you exactly what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. But right now, the biggest thing for you to do is to just let go. Allow this person to be in your life. This person is a very huge spiritual teacher. This person is teaching you a lot. So you're going to have to grab the lessons, and in due time, everything is going to unfold. Okay? All right, pile number 1, this is all that I have for you today. If it made sense, please let me know, and we're going to be seeing each other next time, okay? Bye-bye. Hello there, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading. If you pick the Wheel of Fortune with the number 10 breaks down to a 1, it could be like right now you're feeling like this connection has a lot of highs and has a lot of lows, but it's like on the extreme. It's either low, low, high, high. Like what's even going on here? So we're going to be picking some oracle cards first to see if I'm reading your person correctly, to see if I'm actually describing this person and therefore describing your connection, and then we're going to move on to the tarot. So Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's person? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's person? Let's get some information about them. So here we have Square, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. Here we have Cardinal, and instigation, bravery, and pioneering spirit. So we have Aries, Pisces, Libra, and Capricorn. I'm getting someone that is like very rigid. Someone that is very rigid. Someone that wants one thing and then wants the complete opposite on the other second. Like they have no idea as to what it is that they want, where they want to go in life. They say one thing and they do another. So here as signs, we have Aries, Pisces, oh yeah, I already said it. Aries, Pisces, Libra, and Capricorn. So these could be their sun sign. Andromedans, number 4, autonomy, free will, and manifestation. Number 4 is the Emperor. So we're getting very strong Aries energy here. It could be as well that Aries is their moon or their rising, their Venus. And here we're getting number 33, Merkaba, movement, long distance travel, excitement. Okay, could be also some Sagittarius. Could be that you guys are long distance too. I'm getting someone that they are really, it's my way or the highway. That's what I'm getting. And you're not really understanding what's going on. It could be that also one second they want this connection, the other second they have no idea, or they say that they do, but they behave in a complete opposite way about it. They have no idea as to what it is that they're feeling. They have a lot of complication when it comes to figuring themselves out. So as a consequence, you also feel confused. You have no idea as to what's going on. Here we have 33. That breaks down to a 6. So 6 and 4 could be very significant numbers. I feel like at times this person doesn't really care about how their actions and words impact you. They don't care, right? I don't really feel like it's not caring. It's not like I don't feel like they're narcissistic or something. I just feel like that's how they've been conditioned to behave. It could be that their parents were very egoistical, or they grew up seeing people just doing whatever they wanted and just not really caring. And so that's where they picked up their behavior from. But this person, they look like they really come across as a volcano of thoughts, a volcano of ideas, a volcano of emotion. They never really follow through with anything though. Like they get easily distracted as well by a bunch of things. Here we also have 90 degrees, like so squares a 90-degree angle. It could be that they are born in 1990. Could be that you're born in 1990. So let's see now with the tarot what we're gonna get. So if this is not your person, pick another pile. Do not force a message that is not for you. Okay, so Spirit, what about pile 2 and their person. Should pile 2 be patient with this person? Or should they just let go? Pile number 2. Should they be patient with this person? Or is it better for them to just let go? Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands. Protect your energy at all costs. So we're starting off really strong here. We have the King of Cups. We have the Hierophant. So we're also having some Taurus energy here. And on number 5, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. We have the 7 of Swords, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. This person easily makes you feel abandoned. This person really triggers some abandonment wounds. They're very neglectful. They could be very emotionally neglectful. They have a lot of feelings for you, but they have this hard time even admitting that they do. Because to them, I feel like admitting emotions equals weakness, equals I'm gonna get hurt, I'm gonna get backstabbed. This person is often looking over their shoulders. They have this view of the world that, you know, everybody is out to get them, and you're no different. You're also out to get them in their head, right? So I feel like they really, like, even how they they really care about how other people perceive them, and this creates this structure of insecurity. So because they often mirror whoever they are with in order to be accepted, the more they lose themselves, the more they get confused with as to who they are, what they want, and what they feel. And that confusion then gets projected into the connection with you. What I'm getting is to really protect your energy, because this person, out of fear of being hurt, they will hurt you. Out of their own hypothesis that you can hurt them, they will make that pain your reality. They're gonna backstab you before you can backstab them. Even if you have no intention of backstabbing them, I don't believe that you have that intention to backstab them. But that is that is their own narrative. That is their own narrative. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, this person is going to believe themselves, their narrative, and their perception over you. So I'm getting here that you really have to protect your energy. And to be honest with you, the message that I'm getting is that the best thing that you could do for now is to really just let go. So I got the 8 of Cups just now, and I also got the Magician. Really, because this person, they're not evil. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're not evil. They're none of that. But they're so deeply hurt. They're so deeply traumatized by whatever it is, that they will make their fear your reality. Their nightmare, it's gonna be your reality. And I believe that in a way, it's already happening in real life. So you can use this in your advantage. You can use this to monitor your own healing process and just how much you are capable of walking away from something that hurts you in order to protect your energy. This is crazy. So what I'm getting here more than anything really is to, if you want to keep them in your life, go ahead, but you're going to have to be very careful with how much you interact with this person, because they're very charming. They're very charming. They can suck you back in very quickly. So you're going to have to be careful. This person, I see them as being, with this Magician and Seven of Swords combo, definitely also the Hierophant, definitely they're capable of shape-shifting into whoever it is. So they can, whoever you want, so they can suck you back in. So you're going to have to be very careful. I feel like this person really has deep feelings for you, but their own survival techniques, their own survival, their own, all of that, you will never be able to compete against that, because that's their trauma, that's their life, that's their upbringing. We could never compete with someone's childhood. We could never win over that, because that is their whole life. That's their life. So we can never really win over that. So what I'm getting mostly, the strong message here with this 8 of Cups being the last card is saying, yo, just walk away, just mind your business and walk away. Like this is too much. Nobody is worth all of this. Nobody. Really nobody. So the strongest message here is to walk away. But if you still want to keep them in your life, if you're still not ready, because sometimes we're just not ready to let someone go, and that's okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you anything. Sometimes you're just not ready. You're just gonna have to allow yourself to build the courage in order to walk away and understand, why is it that I'm having this such hard time walking away from this person, and understand yourself. It's a mirror. It will help you understand yourself further. So take all the time in the world to understand yourself, as long as you put strong boundaries and you protect your energy, because this person is very draining. Okay. All right, pile number 2, this is all that I have for you for today. If it makes sense, please let me know, and we're going to be seeing each other next time. Okay, bye-bye. Hello there, pal number 3. This is going to be your reading if you pick the star. So it could be like you are trying to manifest a positive resolution with this person, or it could be that you're maybe idealizing this a little bit too much and you just want to get a little bit more grounded clarity. So before doing the tarot, we're going to pull some oracle cards in order to see if I'm reading your person correctly. So we're just gonna get some information about them before moving on to the tarot. And if this is not your person, feel free to pick another pile. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's person? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's person? Let's get some information about them. So here we have Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So your person could be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury. Here we have Yin, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So we have Taurus, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn. Oh no, that's Cancer. Okay, so we got all the signs, pretty much. We got almost all the signs. Let's see here also with this deck. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's person? Starseed, number 37, self-harmonious and identity. And we have Pentagram, 35, harmony, protection, and idealism. I feel like this is Pisces more than anything else. I feel like it's a water sign. It's giving a lot of water. It's giving a lot of water. So this person, they're very dreamy. I feel even like their looks, it could be also like they could be blonde or dirty blonde or something like that. What do we have here? Absolutely. It could be like they live a lot in their own head, and maybe they have this expectation that you have to read their mind or something. But they're very nice, they're very nurturing, they're very deep, they're very philosophical. They could be too. I feel like they have a very rich inner world, but they have some complications when it comes to externalizing it, when it comes to articulating their emotions. They could be an artist, they could be a painter, a musician, or something like that. I feel like maybe they have also this side of them that you really admire. You know, like they're very zen, they're very chill, they're very... And sometimes maybe you have to clap back a little bit, be like, hey, can you see what's going on? Or can you see that you're being disrespected in this situation? Are you going to say something about it? They're very connected. I don't feel like they are from this world. Yeah, here we have Starseed. They're here for a very important mission. And it is to bring harmony into this world, to bring peace. They're visionary. They're definitely a visionary. I feel like they're capable of like picking up on things. Maybe they also have prophetic dreams. But they have this vision. They know exactly when things are going to happen before they happen. It's like they have this ability to recognize patterns, even when it comes to like behavior and stuff like that. I feel like they understand the world very well, but they just don't understand themselves. They have no idea what's going on with themselves. They have no complications when it comes to someone else's depth, but their own depth, it terrifies them. And so it's kind of like maybe sometimes you have to articulate their emotions for them. You have to guide them through themselves. Okay, let's pick the tarot. Let's see. Very interesting person. So pile 3, Spirit. What about pile 3's person? What about pile 3's person? Should they be patient with them? Or should they walk away? Spirit, what about pile 3's person? Should they wait for them? Can they be patient? Should they walk away? What should pile 3 do with this person? Here we have the 6 of Swords. Here we have wow, okay. This is like kind of straight, get over it, something like that. This is very straightforward. Let's see what else comes up. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant as well. We have the 7 of Wands and the Hierophant also came out for pile 2. And the Ace of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we have the 8 of Cups. We have the World. Wow, we have Judgment, the Moon, the Tower. Oh, wow. This is a very straight up walk away, man. Walk away, pile 3. This person, they're very dreamy, but they have a lot of work to do. This person is very dreamy, but they have a lot of baggage. This person is very dreamy, but the amount of work and the amount of karma that this person brings, it is not for you. Because it's too much, and this is simply not your circus, not your monkeys. This is what it is. I feel like maybe sometimes you try to walk them through trauma. I feel like maybe they created a world inside their head of illusion, of fantasy, to survive what they went through. They have this world of escapism, and they often indulge in escapism. And that is just not okay for you, which is fine, because if it's too much, it's too much. It could be that they're addicted to something. They're addicted maybe to video games, to their phone. They're addicted maybe to adult content. They're addicted to something. They're addicted to something that it allows them to escape the intensity of their emotions. And that is this connection. You want to be connected to this person. You want to walk the path of life with them. You want to create balance. You want to have an equal give and take. But this person is just not available, because they're not even available to themselves. They're always running away. They're always running away from whatever they're feeling. They run away from their past. They run away from their present even. And this is why they have all these escapism things. This person has a lot of stuff to really work through. They have a lot of cycles that they have not closed. It could be with their parents, it could be with their exes, it could be with whatever, but they have not. I'm not saying that they miss their ex or that they miss whatever. I don't think that at all. I just feel like there's a lot of unprocessed pain here. Mm-hmm. And all of that unprocessed pain is being projected into your relationship. This person is highly defensive. They want to give you the world. I feel like this person knows your worth. They see you and they're like, oh my gosh, pile number 3 is such a blessing. Like, I never even thought that I could be with someone like that. I never even thought that I could have attracted someone like that. I do not deserve pile 3. And therefore they resent you. And they put all of these walls up because you're just too good. And they don't know what good feels like. They don't know how good behaves. They don't really know what good is at the end of the day. So you're something foreign. You're foreign, you're new, it's like they look at you with this, energy of curiosity, but also defensiveness. Because what is this? What is this? Like, I understand that this is good, but like, is pile 3 gonna hurt me? Is this too good to be true? And bam, they escape again because it's too intense. It would be too much for them to have you hurt them too, like everybody else did. And also with the same ratio as they hurt themselves every day with the escapism, not talking about their feelings or hiding and all of those things. I'm getting that you're drained, and I'm getting that it's time for you to come back home to you. And maybe this is going to be a little bit too straightforward, but it's time to stop playing therapist. It's time to stop playing therapist. They don't want to hear it. They're not ready to hear it. They are not ready to hear it. They are still stuck in this inner child, inner teenager world. They are just not ready to hear you, pile 3. It's, if you were looking for a sign to walk away, this is it. It's gonna hurt, but I feel like you're going to be reborn shortly after. I feel like it could be that this person is also blocking some of your blessings that are trying to make their way through you, but this person is blocking them. I feel like there's a lot of dark energy. There's a very dark aura around them, not because they're evil or malignant, but because they are carrying a lot. And I feel like being in contact with them, it's like you absorb this energy. It could be that you're an empath. You absorb this energy and it blocks blessings that are waiting for you. So it's time to put yourself first. Okay? All right, number 3. This is all that I have for you. If it made sense, please let me know. And we're going to be seeing each other next time.